What if ChatGPT has been storing your private notes and getting them completely wrong? Not wrong in a small way. Wrong in a way that changes the answers it gives you every single day. In this video I am going to show you exactly that, with real screenshots, step by step. ChatGPT memory is turned on by default for most accounts right now. That means every conversation you have had recently may have already trained the system to remember things about you. Most users never noticed this switch flipped. Here is the basic idea. When memory is active, ChatGPT picks up facts from your conversations automatically. Your name, your job, your preferences, things you mentioned in passing. It saves those facts and pulls them into future conversations. The goal is personalization. In theory, ChatGPT should get better the more you use it because it knows your context. In practice, what actually gets saved is often incomplete, outdated, or just plain wrong. Let me show you the first screenshot. A user asked ChatGPT a straightforward question about planning a project timeline. The answer came back with references to a previous job the user had left 2 years ago. ChatGPT had stored that old job title in memory and applied it to a completely different situation. The user had no idea that memory was even active. They thought they were getting a fresh, neutral answer. Instead they were getting an answer filtered through outdated personal information stored months earlier. Here is the second screenshot. A different user asked for writing advice. ChatGPT responded as if the user was writing a children's book, even though this conversation was about a business report. Why? Because 2 months earlier the user had asked one question about children's book structure, and ChatGPT tagged them as a children's book author. This is the misreading problem. ChatGPT does not always store context accurately. It stores fragments, and those fragments get attached to the wrong version of you, the version that existed in one specific conversation on one specific day. There is also a privacy angle here that is worth taking seriously. If you use ChatGPT for personal journaling, therapy-style prompts, or sensitive planning, the things you typed may still be sitting in your memory bank and influencing every conversation you have now. That is not a small detail. Now let me show you where to actually find what ChatGPT has stored about you. Open ChatGPT in a browser. Click your profile icon in the bottom left corner. Go to Settings, then go to Personalization, then click Manage Memory. This is the full list of everything the system believes to be true about you. Take a minute to scroll through that list. Most people are genuinely surprised by what they find. Old project details, incorrect assumptions about your profession, preferences you mentioned once and never repeated. Some entries are useful. Others are clearly wrong. Here is a screenshot from a real memory bank. The system had stored that the user preferred formal writing. That was accurate. But it had also stored that the user was preparing for a job interview that ended 9 months ago. Every response since then had been slightly adjusted toward interview preparation content without the user realizing it. You can delete any individual memory entry by clicking the 3 dots next to it and selecting Delete. You do not have to wipe everything. You can be surgical about it, removing the wrong entries while keeping the ones that are actually helping you. If you want to edit a memory rather than delete it, you currently have to do that through the conversation itself. Type something like, "Please update your memory to reflect that I now work in marketing, not design." ChatGPT will confirm the update and you can verify it in the memory list. If you would rather turn the memory feature off entirely, go back to Settings, then Personalization, and toggle the memory switch to off. When memory is off, ChatGPT treats every conversation as a fresh session. Nothing carries over. This is a clean, simple option if you do not want the feature at all. There is a middle ground option that many users do not know about. You can start a conversation in a temporary chat mode. This session does not read from your memory and does not add to it. It is perfect for sensitive topics or one-off tasks where you want a neutral response. Here are the best practices going forward. First, check your memory list at least once a month. It takes 2 minutes. Second, after any major life or work change, do a manual review and delete entries that are no longer accurate. Third, use temporary chat anytime you are working on something sensitive or unrelated to your usual topics. The bigger takeaway here is that AI tools with persistent memory require active management. They are not set and forget. The quality of the answers you get is directly tied to the quality of what the system has stored about you. Garbage in, garbage out, but the garbage is invisible unless you go looking for it. OpenAI will almost certainly expand memory features further in 2025. That means this problem is not going away. It is getting more important to understand, not less. Staying on top of what the system knows about you is now a basic AI literacy skill. If this video helped you understand what ChatGPT memory is actually doing with your notes and how to fix the misreadings, please hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need this information. Subscribe if you want more practical, no-hype breakdowns of what AI tools are really doing. Next video, we are looking at how ChatGPT custom instructions interact with memory and which one wins when they contradict each other.